What are you doing? Hi, welcome to ggmix. Today I'm going to show you how to make soft, fluffy farmhouse bread with a crisp crust. Master this bread and all other breads will fall into place. This bread's so simple to make, and if you follow my easy step-by-step instructions, you are guaranteed to have a delicious tasting loaf of bread in front of you. So let's get started. Alright, to your flour add your butter and rub it between your hands so you can't see any more butter pieces. Perfect, there's no more butter. And then add your sugar, salt and your yeast, and then stir everything together. Then make a hole in the middle and then add your water and stir everything together until it gets too hard to stir. Once you can't mix it anymore, put it out onto your work surface. Now we can start working it with our hands. We're going to work this for about 10 minutes, okay? So set a timer for 10 minutes and just start kneading away. Stretch your dough, bring it back together. Stretch, back together. Stretch, back together.
I can smell yeast. Are you making bread?
Yes, what gave it away?
Guess what the yeast making up?
Can you?
That means Mum just added some water. Yay, that means we haven't missed kneading.
Would you like to help?
Yeah!
Let me give you some. There's a little bit for you to knead. Whoop.
Thank you.
And a little bit for you. Ready, catch? You gonna catch?
Yeah.
It's not dropping. Right, and just start kneading. It will be sticky. I know, just keep kneading away. There's no need to add any more flour. Adding flour will end up making your dough really, really tough and dry when you have it.
Dry.
It will make it dry, yes.
And like what pasta we made.
Yeah, like the pasta we made. We put too much flour, didn't we?
It's stretchy, like rubber.
Before, when I used to knead my dough, I used to add flour to it, and it was dry and tough and not very nice. So what you have to do is just keep kneading your dough, and it will stop becoming sticky. And to test if it's not sticky anymore, use the back of your hand and roll it like this. And you can see nothing sticking to my hand now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my hands so they're not sticky anymore, because this is going to carry on making it stick. And I'm going to carry on kneading again, but make sure you dry your hands properly. And yours is perfect. That's good. Let me see yours. You need to do it a bit more. Let me see your hands. Then you might need to wash them again. Keep kneading for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Right, so I've washed my hands and dried them thoroughly. So now watch when I knead my dough. It's not sticking, and there's nothing on my hands either. And it's just kneading away, and it's becoming nice and soft and silky. So no need for extra flour. Don't give in and say, oh, it needs more flour to stop it being sticky. This loaf of bread doesn't need it. Another thing I like to do is when I'm kneading my dough, I like to knead it with the back of my hand once it's not sticky. And when you roll it on the back of your hand, it feels really, really nice, because you're actually pushing pressure and moving your wrist that way. But if you start doing it that way, you get a lovely massage. So you can drop it, stretch, bring it back to yourself. Three. The whole process of kneading is to stretch the gluten in your flour. So it doesn't matter how you stretch your dough, as long as you're stretching it and working your gluten to form your dough. That's all right. There's no perfect way of kneading. Just mush it in your hands if you want to. Doesn't matter, just play with it. Just like it's Play-Doh, like this. Oh! All right, everyone give me their dough. Put it in the middle. It's beautiful, thank you. Both beautiful. One more final knead to get everything together before I put it in my bowl to prove. Get your dough into a ball, tuck in all the edges, like this. Grease a clean bowl with some olive oil. Add in your dough and now cover it with cling film and leave it to rise somewhere warm for around 2 hours. Alright, it's been 2 hours and this is what our dough looks like. Can you see how much it's risen?
It looks like it's rising up.
It is rising up. Do you know why it's rising?
Because we left it out a sunny bit because it's really dark out there and warm. That's why we left it for 2 minutes.
2 hours.
When you added the water to the yeast is making, it's like a balloon. It's like when you blow it up. But it doesn't take 2 hours to blow up a balloon. It takes like an hour of the time. It's time. Like time. It's so soft.
It is soft. You know what we're going to do now? We're going to lift it up. Look at this. And we're going to knock out.
It looks like bubbles on the bottom. Look at it.
That's the yeast bubbling up and making air into our thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it and we're going to punch all the air out of it, all right? See that? So we'll just punch it out.
It's so oily.
What we're doing now is called knocking back. And knocking back means you're knocking out or punching out all the air, and we're trying to get rid of all the air. So when we leave our dough to rise again for a second time, it will end up rising more evenly. So just do this for about 3 or 4 minutes until there's no more air bubbles in it, until like a sausage. Tuck all the seams down underneath like this, and then make it smooth like that. We're going to get a baking tin, and what we're going to do, I need one of you to grease it and one of you to flour it.
I want to flour. That's sugar.
No, that one's flour. So you pour some oil.
Tell me what to stop.
Go on then. That's it. So use your hands and spread. I want you to spread it all the way around the sides and the bottom.
Shall I add the flour in, Mummy?
Go on then. Make sure you do the sides as well. Great tip, what you can do, you just pat it down the sides like this. We'll pour it back into the bowl and then pour any excess out. Just add your dough inside and then just cover it with cling film and put it somewhere warm to rise for around 2 hours. It's been 2 hours now and I've preheated my oven to 220 degrees and my dough has risen beautifully. So all we've got left to do is to score our bread with a sharp knife all the way down like that. Dust it with loads of flour and then let's put it in the oven for 25 minutes.
And rock it.
Is it? And what about you?
I want to say.
Do you? Oh, you want to push it? Go on then. Thank you. Our bread is ready. Let's go and get it out of the oven and see what it looks like.
Be careful so you don't burn yourself, because all the time you burn yourself. This time be careful.
Okay, thank you. Oh.
It's hot. It feels like the... I mean, hot.
That's hot. Okay, Our bread looks great. Look at that. Lovely smell. Oh, smell that. Smell. Right, now let's check and see if it's cooked. Right, let's give Mr. Yeast a call. Give Mr. Yeast a call.
Mr. Yeast.
What did he say?
Hello.
Are you going to give Mr. Yeast a call?
Hello.
Okay, so if you tap at the back of your, if you tap the bottom of your bread and it replies with a hollow sound like that, it means it's cooked. So now what you can do, if you want a really lovely crispy crust, you can put it on a baking tray for another 5 minutes and it will come out nice and crispy. If you don't want to do that, you can just set it on a wire rack and leave it to cool for about an hour if you have the self-control before you cut it. Because if you cut it when it's a bit hot, your slices won't be as crisp, but it don't matter, it's all going to come out the same anyway, go into the same place, so it's up to you. Here's our bread. We've had it cooling for about an hour and it smells delicious. So now let's cut into this masterpiece. So we get my bread knife. You ready? Hear the crust? Does it sound nice? Ready? Steady. Ta-da! Look at our bread. Oh, that smells lovely. Smell? Smell? And look at that, lovely. Alright, let me show you my favourite sandwich. It is perfectly balanced with sweetness, sourness, bitterness, umami and saltiness. It is the ultimate sandwich to satisfy your taste buds. So let's get started. First, go into your choice of meat. I'm going to use some prosciutto and salami for my umami taste buds. Maybe another layer of salami.
I love salami. It's like my life. Even in my dreams, I have salami. Like this.
Right, then get some cherry tomatoes for some lovely sweetness. I like to keep my tomatoes facing up so they don't make my bread go soggy. Then some chilies. Oh, I love my chilies.
I hate chilies.
Well, Mummy loves chilies.
Daddy loves red chilies.
I know he does, isn't it? Is that so
I
good?
hate chilies. They're so disgusting. They're like,
Add your chilies. This will add some lovely heat to our sandwich. Right, and then some galamada, a yes. Simple trick to get your stain out your olive is to push down and just take it out. And our yes will add a lovely saltiness to our sandwich. So now we need to add something cooling to balance out the heat from our chilies. So we're going to add some slices of cucumber. And finally, some lovely rocket for some tasty bitterness, which will cleanse our palate after each bite, making us want to go back for more. Put our lid on and cut it in half. And look at that. Right, now all that's left is to try it. Okay, you gonna try?
I don't like chili, so I want to make my own one.
Do you want to try?
No, I want to make my own one.
You make your own one? Alright, I'll try this and you lot can make one in a minute, okay?
Is it tasty? You got it all on your chin. That was the juicy one.
Yeah. So tasty, so messy, but so delicious. And I'm going to take my tasty sandwich and I'm going to sit over there and watch you make your sandwich. And then maybe I'll eat your sandwich as well.
Bye, Mommy.
Yeah. Too juicy.
Bye. Okay, for my favourite sandwich, I'm going to add the meat like my mom did. So, huh? What are you going to add? Because I'm going to do it, you do it. Okay, I'll give you a salami. Oh, there's two. Do you think we should break it in half or just me eat it? Or you? Let's just break it in half. Put it on your place. I'll put it on my place. Then we'll just break this. Okay, which one do you want? This one. Then we're gonna need to have some prosciutto. Want some prosciutto? It's a funny name. Which one do you want? I'll have this one. Then you're gonna just roll it up like this. So your bread should look like this for now. Next we're gonna need some tomatoes. So choose 4 of your favorite ones.
I'll put mine like this.
Okay. I'm gonna put mine face down because I'm not
Why are you keeping yours up, Alana?
Because it's going to make one soggy.
I like mine soggy because it's so juicy. It's like that. Add 2 more tomatoes onto Alana. Here's one of yours. I got 5 tomatoes. Shall I help you? Okay. Let me cut one of your tomatoes for you. Here you are. Got one for you. Next, gotta get our own goodie. Just place them onto it now. Boop. I made a smiley face. Next, you're gonna need some Kalamata olives. So we've got 5. Gonna need to half one of them. Okay. Remember what Mummy did?
Yeah, we just put your palm like this. Wait.
Watch.
Look.
I think this is. I did it.
Hey, Brie, look at this.
Yay! Okay, then you're gonna place it in the middle. Some rocket. Alana, ready to put your bit on?
If you look, I'm going to flip it.
Put it onto the top bit. Pick it up. And it's time to... If it falls off, it doesn't matter. Okay, ready? On the count of 3, we start eating. 1, 2, 3.
I can't eat it too big.
I know. Tasty.
Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a big
Thumbs up and share.
and if you want to keep up to date with all our latest videos.
Please subscribe below.
Until next time, bye!